After a long drive of over 160 kilometers away from the national capital, our location today is in one of the 18 constituencies in the Volta region. On today's episode of the campaign trail on GhanaWeb TV, we focus on the South Dayi constituency, a constituency with over 30,000 electorates. Join me, George AC, as we embark on this thrilling experience.
When you go to our school right now, we are having a lot of challenges in the school, whereby I cannot be able to mention all of them. But the stature of the school right now is very, very, very poor. And this is the district capital of South Dayi. But for the past 10 years now, when you go there right now, you will be shocked that this is the district capital school. It's very, very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad. And then the DC to us, he is not even doing anything about it. Go to the other schools. They are doing well. But when you come to the district capital, when we talk about the populations of the school, I think from first year to third year, they are not even up to 1,000 students. Because when you look at the stature of the school, it's not good, so the students are not willing to come. So that's the only thing I can say about education sector now. I could say maybe the only source of employment in this town is farming. And I hope the government can do something to help them. If there is nothing like a company in this town that can contain the youth, I think helping them with their farming activities, I think that would be a best idea. Okay, when we talk about the MP, I could say, I may not say that because I'm an NDC member, but I could say he has performed very well. But when we talk about the DC, as I'm telling you, in our school right now, when you go there right now and you ask me, oh, this thing is being done by the DC, I may tell you that it's a lie. Because the only thing that I know they are doing there is borehole. And then the borehole that they have did there is no water coming. So there is nothing that I can tell you that, oh, because of this, he is the one. But I can assess them, when we want to assess them, the DC and then the MP will carry about 80%, whereby I'll give the DC 20%. That's the only thing I can say.
We can have assembly here, whilst we will be lacking a lot of things. When they bring the school bus, they'll transfer it to Peki Senior High, Tongo Senior High. They're having a lot of buses there. Peki Senior High and Peki Secondary Technical. They're having two or three school buses. They are new. But the school here is lacking a lot of things. Especially Peve. We don't have any good things in Peve. If not this road, apart from this road, nothing else. When you go to Peki, they are doing their minors road to their various towns. But here, they don't mind us. Especially, we have one road here from here to Toji. When you are going there, you think you are going to a village. But when you get there, before you know, there is a special town there. Just recently, our DC from Afajato came and promised them that they will do the road for them so that they will vote for him. But just from yesterday, I saw they brought the machine there. They start the work. In Peve, yeah, two of them, I send them out because they see Peve like nothing to them. They go by to Peki and Tongo because if you take Peki, for instance, the DC is having a population there. Or you take Tongo, for instance, the MP is having population there. So I don't think they don't care about we.
So then the question is, will you vote on December 7th?
Me voting there, I even told my colleagues I'm selling my vote because whether I vote for you or not, I'm still going to suffer. So when you give me an amount of 1,000 and I vote, I think I have something better in it. Whereby me going to vote just free like that. No, I will not vote free. When you give me money, I'll vote for you. I'm selling my vote. That's to me. Because after all voting, I'll just come back, ride my motor. It's not like I don't have good grace. I'm having good grace in the house. Nobody to help.
Actually, for me, I use motorbike. Actually, this tricycle. And I'm also the chairman for the Okada boys in this area. Let me see here, for Peve. So we are looking forward from the district assembly that they will help us in a lot of things where we park our motorbikes and all that stuff, but the district assembly is not helping in any way. It's only the MP who has done a lot for us, the motor riders. He has given us license. In fact, a lot. He helped individuals. He's doing very well. The MP, Dayi MP, He's doing very, very well. But as at the assembly, the things that we are expecting from him, in fact, we are not seeing anything. We are not seeing anything. It's making our job very difficult. And, you know, one way or the other, the police are also disturbing us. But now, the MP has solved that issue of the police and all that stuff. Yeah. Let me say, our road, the main road there for now on is okay. But in the community, there are places that the roads, gutters and all that stuff are not good, which we are looking forward that the constituency, they will help us put things like that in place. Then where our lands are positioned, even there's no road to the lands that we can use. So we are looking forward that they will help us get good roads to that places, that we can be able to access the lands and even water to that places too. It will help us a lot.
I can say like we lack like job opportunities, and then water as well. We face challenges like water, then electricity as well. For me right now, like what I said earlier, that I don't see any of them a performance. So how to make me vote for them is that me too, I'll just follow the crowd.
I can say the major challenges like our road from here to the other side there is not to do me. That side is not well constructed, and the cost of like food items, and then they cost now. Yes, and then we like this. We need some some youth so that they can help us. Like we are doing handwork, so they can help us like youth employment, and then they will help us, and then like they will get some tools for us that they can help us. This election, I don't sure I can vote because the way things are going on, like it's being complicated. So I would like not to vote this year, and my motivation is not there for me to vote.
So we have with us the Member of Parliament for South Dayi, Honorable Roxin Nelson Kwame Eche-Defiamakpo, to tell us his journey so far and what is motivating him to seek re-election and how the entire campaign is going. Honorable, thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure to have joined you, and you were in my constituency to do some work. I believe that you saw how the terrain is in my constituency, so thank you for the opportunity to speak to the other matters.
I would concede to you that on the national level, Roxin Defiamakpo is a well-established name with a lot to be talked about, and that is known to a lot of Ghanaians. But at the constituency level, even though you said you don't want to tout, I would be happy if you can tell our viewers some of the achievements or some of the benefits they've had from the Roxin Nelson tenure over the last 8 years.
Yes, my submission that I won't tout my own horns in respect of my performance in Parliament, is in respect of my role in Accra. But in the constituency, fantastic achievements. If I'm sure before now, the Eastern Corridor Road had been such a major concern for my people. My people from Ajebui, Sahwe, Kpongboni Kofe, Alaji, Bokofe, Kable Kofe, Jakiti, Germany, Chanakpe, Atokulukpo, Agodake, Fantikofe, Bajikpe, Dausu Kofe, To, Dugan, Ahon, Anglaton, Chita, Benito Kofe, Ticha Kofe, Abui No. 2, Solomon Kofe, Kaira, Golovime, Chate, Baibome, Pachahwe, Todome, Soji Kofe, Anaglate Kofe, Mamiwata Kofe, Glokpo Kofe, Vugbaji, Peve, Akpato, Belame. And of course, let me there, when we get to Chokpo Kofe, Vegbe Wawasi Kam, all the way to Sanga and Anyensu and Chino.
You really do know your community.
Yes, and then Jake, Avetile, Afeviofe, Chame, Blango, Jugbati, Wudome, Agbate, and Ajokwe. Then my farming communities dotted along the Kajakpe Hill, which is Kajakpe, Agon, and Yinibu. All these people, the completion of the Eastern Corridor was a major concern. And so I was always on my feet asking questions. I raising issues about it. It got to a head when sometime in 2018, I had to lead my youth to go and demonstrate in the street of Beve on a certain market day. Some policemen who came to fire at us. Fortuitously, nobody was hurt. But it was that event was covered by a lot of media houses, including Joy and TV3. And Joy made it a headline news. So I was informed quietly that the president saw it on at the late night when it was repeated, and he wasn't happy about the scene. And of course, where we were demonstrating, you could tell the horrible nature of the road. So he directed that the road be repackaged and awarded to First Sky. I must say that First Sky has done remarkably well. He's done the first phase of the Eastern Corridor, stretching from Maskuma all the way to Have. He's done the first phase. So as we speak, it's around Ajokwe, starting with the second layer. So it's made travel through the constituency a bit with ease for travelers who are applying or going through the constituency and traveling to other places. But in respect of other feeder roads, it's always been my duty as the MP to use part of my 5% of the common fund that comes to MPs from the share that go to the assemblies to rehabilitate and grade. So I've done the roads from Todome through to Germany, 23 kilometers. I grade it every year. This year I just did the grading in July. Then I grade Germany to Ajewi, which is 6 kilometers. I've just done the grading. I've just graded Jacket to Anum, which is 5 kilometers. I've just graded Tanga to Chino, which is 2.5 kilometers. I've just graded the 1911 Park, which is central in Pekis. In Pekis Central, it's like an internal road. So from Chame to 1911 Park, it's just about 1 kilometer. I've just graded that one too. I do them every year. It's an annual ritual that I do. In terms of education, I provide mathematical sets for BEC students every year that they write. This year, I did it. I have provided laptops for teachers who teach ICT in my constituency. I've done the phase 1 by providing 24 laptops to ICT teachers to help them improve the ICT teaching. Aside that, I've used my part of the MP's Common Fund to rehabilitate classroom blocks in Agodeke and Sanga. As we speak, I am rehabilitating another pavilion block in Sanga into a fully roofed 4-unit classroom block with one of the rooms to be reserved for ICT infrastructure. Then I have also contributed by way of assisting other schools, other communities to have input from NGOs like Pencil of Promise. So if you get to Jogbati now, there's a very big school that Pencil of Promise built for us. That is an NGO, so in partnership, so I had to lobby for it. Now, when we get to health, I provided hospital beds for all the CHIPS compound and health centers at Bongmonikope, Chanakpe, Dugan, Kaira, Abui Chita, I should say, Chate, Peve itself, which is the capital, then Todome, then Ajokwe, then Wudume. But these hospital beds are well labeled, and like I mentioned, they are found in all the health centers, for instance in Ajokwe, in Agbate, in Wudome, in Chame Government Hospital itself, and the Jake Health Center, and of course at Sanga, and then at Jinu. Now, I have also provided essential medical equipment, which are also labeled like sphygmometers, pressure machines for taking pressure and all. I have done all that. I have recently donated 2 truckloads of essential medical supplies to the district directorate to be distributed even to all the health centers in the district. Now, when I became MP, there's no office for the district health directorate, so they were operating from a very small place. As we speak, I'm building a brand new 10-bedroom district health office at Kweve. It's been roofed now, and so it's part of my interventions in the health sector. In addition to that, I have sponsored persons in the health sector who want to do an upgrade in terms of their professional training or enter nurses training and become nurses. Persons like orderlies who now wants to go for full training and become professional nurses. I've assisted them with scholarship from the MP's Common Fund. Now, education. I have succeeded in building a kindergarten block, at Kweibom. It's yet to be commissioned. And then I've also succeeded in assisting the Germany First Islamic School, which is Answaniya, to be fully furnished. When I came, there was no Islamic school in South Dine, but now we do have an Islamic school to take care of the Muslim population and the teeming young people who want to be educated under the Islamic curriculum. Now, the other things that I can speak of is about my social intervention. I have lobbied, anytime I hear of government programs, I go and I inquire about it and I lobby. So I've lobbied for Arbor Motors, about 120 to be supplied to our fisher folks at subsidized government prices. I've also recently just lobbied for sewing machines for our young apprentices from Ghana Enterprises Agency, headed by Madam Kosi Yankee. Southern, last year we benefited. This year we have also benefited again. About 79 of those young people, young girls, have received the machines. 10 of them have received hair dryers. That is for people who are into hairdressing, and one is into bakery, so he got an oven and a cylinder. So about 89 people benefited. The same day as the MP, I granted scholarship from under the MP's Common Fund worth 150,000 to 47 students, tertiary students who hail from South Dine. Now, in respect of other government projects, government projects are centralized, so if you don't lobby for the projects, they won't come to your constituency. I can speak of, apart from the Eastern Corridor, I can speak of major interventions at Peki Training College, for instance. The 4-story girls' dormitory built by Get Fund was through my lobbying from about 2016, thereabout, when I was a candidate. It's been completed now. It's being used by the girls. The tarring of the Gulfco school roads was also done by First Sky as part of its corporate social responsibility. It was through my lobbying. There's a huge assembly block complex coming up opposite the school administration at Gulfco. That's Peki Training College. It's also through my lobbying. It's being constructed by Get Fund. Now, if you leave Get Fund, if you come to Avetile itself, the police station where we have the district police command was completed through the MP's Common Fund. And so the Peki Police District Command no longer is housed in a rented premises. They have their own premises that they occupy. Again, when we go to Peki, my interventions include providing roofing sheets and cement to assist schools anytime the roofs were ripped off and all that. Again, in Peki, I've assisted to rehabilitate the uneven market by roofing it and as well as cementing the grounds. If we leave Peki, if we go to Peki Secondary Technical, there's a brand new girls' dormitory which was inaugurated last year. It was through my lobbying that Get Fund came to build it from about 2016-17. Then again, there's a boys' dormitory that got completed in 2017, again through my lobbying, built by Get Fund. There's an administration block that is about 90% complete. It's not been occupied yet, again through my lobbying, built by Get Fund, all in Peki. Now, if we go to even the school bus that they have now, it was during my time that they got the school bus. I had to lobby the education minister, Napo. I had to make it clear that my schools don't have a bus. So when the buses came, he remembered me and allocated one for Peki Secondary Technical. And so was one also allocated to Ekpeve Secondary Technical. The Ekpeve Secondary Technical, there's a classroom block. There's a dormitory which was constructed for boys originally, but because of how sensitive the situation of the girls were, so we switched it. Now it's being occupied by girls, and that is about Ekpeve in terms of the educational infrastructure. I've also assisted them with school furniture, desks, provided hundreds of desks across the district. When you go to the other side, which is Tongochanakwe, it's a brand new secondary school, big one. I'm sure you saw it. It was built during GM's time in 2016 when I was a candidate. It was built from scratch. I made it possible. Built completely by Get Fund. A huge school, brand new, beautiful school. And it's assisting that catchment area to absorb all the BECE graduates from there who want to. Because when I began secondary education, we had to walk from my hometown, which you now know, Tongochanakwe, to Boso, 11 kilometers every day to start secondary education. So I didn't want any of my younger ones to go through such an experience just to receive secondary education. So that's all we have done. In terms of other interventions, I have recently done, Okada is such a major thing in my area, the use of motorbike to transport people. And because they be having problem with the police in terms of license, in terms of riding license, I've just spent 750 of my common fund, 750,000 of my common fund to procure Okada licensing for 614 Okada riders throughout the constituents. Even as I speak, I have a huge chunk that are also clamoring to be to be catered for. One license costs 1,200 Okada riders license. So it's such a huge investment. So if you look at, and I'm also promoting sports, football growth in my constituency. So teams, community-based teams now. I have teams from Peki Chame Youngsters, the Germany team, the Cheetah team, the Ekpeve team, and as well as the Tongotu Parliament teams. They've all been registered as second division clubs now that will participate at the second division league. And if they do well, then of course they will lift high the flag of Southern in terms of football. Who knows that the next batch of Black Star players can be found in Southern. And are you aware that the name Black Stars originally was borrowed from Peki? There used to be a football club in Peki and they were called Black Stars. And I hear when Nkrumah visited, he fell in love with the name and borrowed it and gave it to the National Black Stars. That story it has to be told at another time.
That's some history lesson.
Yes.
Thank you very much. But finally, like we've agreed, the name Roxy Nayobsen is very much known on the national level. So if by the people's mandate you are elected back into the 9th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, what should Ghanaians expect from you?
I believe that they will see a change in gear, will elevate their leadership from what I'm offering now. I'll move a notch higher. I'll give them a much more effective leadership, and I believe that with that will come a much more, or many more developmental interventions in their lives. And look, for instance, Agenda 111 that is presently being built in my constituency, Akpefe, but for my presence in Parliament wouldn't have happened, because when government brought the phase 1 of the first 45 and made a point that they were building those first 45 in districts where they didn't have existing district hospitals, Southern were left out. They were under the mistaken belief that Peki Government Hospital was a district hospital. But Peki Government Hospital was initiated by the Peki people themselves before government came in to assist or to take it over and run. And so if there is to be a new district hospital for districts that do not have this existing district hospitals, then Southern needed to be considered. And Speaker Michael Okoye agreed, and I was considered. And now the project is ongoing. So that is how effective representation of your people in Parliament means. Imagine that day I was like some MPs do, they don't attend to the house. I wasn't in Parliament. Or even if I was in Parliament, the business that day on the floor, I wasn't paying attention. It would have just passed like that. I would have lost that opportunity. There was no way they would have gone back to do it, because they were building 6 in the Volta region. So mine became the 7th. But truth be told, it's a project that is ongoing. And so that is what a good MP, an effective MP, is supposed to do for its people. During the flooding last year, that led to the spillage. A lot of homes, a lot of communities and homes in Southern, Germany, Agodake, Atokolopo, Jakiti, Bongboni Kope, Ajewi, they got flooded, Chanakwe, they got flooded, homes got flooded. What did I do? I engineered a media campaign for relief items, and I got a lot of relief items and distributed it to assuage the difficulties that have been brought to bear on the life of my people because of the fact that there's a deluge, So they should expect a much more stronger leadership from me on their behalf in Parliament when next we are commissioned.
Thank you very much for your time.
It's my pleasure.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
One of the communities within the constituency is the Germany, a community that thrives on economic activities. We try to speak to some residents in this community to find out the assessment of governance and leadership over the last 4 years, as well as their expectations for the upcoming elections.
We'll talk about the road condition, and we don't have safe water. We don't have any water that we were using for, maybe for example, like cooking, bathing and stuff, because we don't have good water here. The water here, it is not safe, because there's things that are going, we don't like it. Like people are bathing it, people are defecating inside, people are urinating inside, and we are using that water to cook again, so it's not safe. So if they come to power, they should do something about the water and public toilet too, because we don't have public toilet among the community. So we the youth, we don't have any work that among us that we should do. So if the government can provide some work within the youth so that we can also get a little out of it, we'll be very happy. The leadership, as the 4 years we have entered, I will talk about the road aspect, because they told us that if they come to power, they'll do something about the roads for us. But after now, we didn't even notice anything that it is going on. The road aspect is very poor, and we need good road so that we can we work so that we get our benefit, because the road is very bad. So we want this year they should come to power, then they should do something about the road for us. I'll vote. Okay. Because I need a change of government, so I'll vote. properly. Because the government that is ruling us, I can't see any improvement among the youth. So maybe probably if the new one come out, maybe we'll see improvement. So I'll vote.
My challenges right now is that first our road, because we have problem in our road, and because of the road, people don't like coming to our market. First, if they say German market, you see a large or huge people coming to. But now, if it's market, you don't know. Even if I can't lie, you can count the people that come to the market normally Thursday and Wednesday. But now, yeah, you not see a difference between market day and weekdays. So that's my first challenges. And my second challenge is like too much of, let's say, costing. Everything is costing in Germany like Accra right now. Even if you take 10 cities to buy something to eat right now, you find it difficult before you buy 2 KK in Germany right now. Why means Accra you can get 2 KK at some place 10 cities, but yeah, maybe you get only one and you use the rest of the chain to buy pure water. Even fried fish you will not get it. And thirdly, for the cost of the fuel make the boats are not coming here. They are going to different markets. Because if they bring the fuel to sell for the boat riders, people will go and buy it and sell, give them at the high cost of things. So they make them not to come here. Because in case if I went to different place to get less than I get more profit than coming here to lose, and I don't get any profit from it. And thirdly, I'll say this big town is just have only 3 public toilets, and sometimes they can lock only 2 and 1 will be working. And see the rich or the large people in this community, we can't contain 1 toilet, and at least we need to have like 5 or 6 in the town, but only 3. And second, my last issue is this thing, health water. Even if it's rain is falling, all from the top to the riverside, we don't know what it carries, but that the same water we fetch and drink, and we don't know what disease it brought to us again. So we need a better health water to drink our body. Schools, yeah, they are trying their best. Health too, they are trying their best. Me, I can consult it like it's not having his own father to work with, so it's like he's having his step or this thing. He don't have his own president to work with, so I will not give blame to MP, because the rule says that work with your own father, not somebody's father. Abi, you get me? So he's working for somebody's father, so we can't. The person's father will not allow him to get what he's supposed to get. Okay. Me, my decision is that the more our father wins, the more we can have works and things for with the youth.
And who is your father you are talking about?
My father is NDC. John Mahama is my father.
As for me, what I see in the town, at the first place in the town, Germany have a lot, and then even the markets. When NDC was on power, I think that is not on power, but just for MP side, yeah, they have changed the town, and then even the station, everything have changed. But when our father just came on power, I think our town have changed to a different place, and then they are not be coming to visit our town. When they will come, and then when they are coming, they will pass through the road, and they see how the road is. But when they are coming, they will just come, and then they will come and lie to us, and they will do this one, they will do this one. But at least lying, they know that when they are lying to us, they know that we know. But when they are coming to the town, they will pass through the road and they will come to the town. And at least even people will be getting accident on the road. People get a lot of accident on the road, and they don't want to be getting a lot of problem to us. So I think when this come on power, I think everything will change. Because when I see my father on power right now, I think everything have changed to a different place. I mean, we as a student, we completed school last 2 years, and then even we can't even get a job. They don't even want to employ us to get a job, because we completed school last 2 years. We need to get a job, because going to university is not something that we put on our parents to give us money. We have to work and they get something before our parents will help us to go to university. But we didn't get any job, so we need to be in the town hustling and then do other things. So the government have to work on that, but it's not been working on it. You know, there is a lot of fraud things out there, because when you go to social media right now, people will be seeing a lot of things and on the social media. And the things that is not supposed to be saying on social media, people will say that this is what the government said. But when you go through it and you want to see that whether what the government said is true or not, you won't see it. the job that will be coming out, there's a lot of job out there we should go and do. When you go there, they will call you later or they will reach you later. So that's all.
So will you vote this year?
Well, I will surely vote because I know when I vote for the right person, I know everything will change.
As that falls here, some 50 days to December 7, so do we draw curtains on this episode of the campaign trail from the South Dayi constituency. One constituency to look out for, a constituency with peculiar local politics structure in terms of this contest, where we have an incumbent coming from the Peve area and enjoying his support from there, and an incumbent DCE contesting him. And so South Dayi is a constituency to look out for on December 7. And until we meet again for our next episode, my name is George Isi.